Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela Web Dev. So in this video, we have successfully created our first C# program in the VS Code, right? So let's try to understand. So what are the files that has been created? If you try to see here, this is our to-do list app. And if I go into the Finder and reveal in the Finder, okay. So this is our Finder. Let me try to make it as an view as the gallery, not gallery, view as an view as a list. We try to check. So fine guys, so here you'll be able to see the .NET, so .NET project and the to-do list, and in this to-do list you'll be able to see, so these are the files that has been created. And if you see here, this is the bin and this is the obj. So we'll try to learn about this one all. So here this is the bin you are having in the debug, and the current version which I was trying to see is .NET. You will be having .NET 9.0, and in this one you will be able to see the files that has been created. And here you will be able to see the files. So this is an Unix executable file. Okay, so we have already seen that whenever you execute the C programming language or C++ programming language, anything, so you will be able to get this Unix executable file. So in the same scenario, when you try to do the .NET build, automatically this Unix executable file you will be able to see. And here this is the .dll file, which is nothing but the compiled code, which will be having the binary digit value. So if you try to open it with an xfriend, so you'll be able to see the hexadecimal code, which I have already shown you in the Unix, sorry, in the Node.js also, which I will be trying to compile. Sorry, when you try to run it, so you will be able to get this all the machine language code. So this is the machine language code which I will be trying to show you in the hexadecimal format. So here each 2 bits is representing the 8 bits. So here each two letters representing the 8 bits. So that is nothing but like that. So now here, so this is the binary digit format compiled code. Okay, and this one is the Unix executable file which the Mac can able to understand it. Now if I try to run this to-do list, if I click on this one, so here I will be able to see the hello world, right? So this is how you will be able to see it. So now this has been executed. Now if I try to click, so here if I go into this to-do list, okay, to-do list, and if I try to do here, so we are having this one all right, program.cs and all the things. And here you can also run it the code or compile the code using the command line programming also. So let's try to see. So if you want to know about this one is .NET, and you can press enter. So here it will be asking you .NET help and all those things. Okay, let's go with the .NET -help. Okay, and here you will be able to see the number of commands it has been trying to give you. Now what I want to do, first I want to clean it up. So if you try to clean it up, whatever the contents we have seen it in the debug folder, like Unix executable file and all those things, so those all the files will be removed. So these all the files will be removed, and you can do the freshly build thing. So now if I try to run this .NET clean, okay, so where the solution file is existing, so automatically, so it has been build succeeded and the .NET clean has been happened. And if I try to show you in our bin and this bigger to net 9.0, so nothing, no files are remaining. Now if I try to build this one, so automatically the files will be created. So let's try to build the code. So in order to build the code in the command line, so what you need to do it is .NET build. So wherever the solution file is existing, so there you need to go and you need to press .NET build. Automatically it is trying to create the to-do list, and it has been successfully created, and the DLL file has been created. So DLL file means it is nothing but a dynamic link library. So think of this one is the compiled code which the .NET compiles our code, and it will convert into a machine language code, something like that. Okay, so that is the thing. So it will convert into DLL so that you can use it wherever you want it. So now you'll be able to see here the .dll file is being created. Okay, and also you'll be able to see the Unix executable file to-do list also has been created. So like this you'll be able to see it. So whereas in the Windows and all those things, .exe file will be created, here you will be able to see this is an Unix executable file. So depending on the platform which you're trying to use it, so those type of files will be created. So we'll try to learn more about this one. So just I was explaining you, so at the basic thing. So now we have seen how to run this one. So if you want to run this project means, so you can directly use the .NET run. So automatically it will run and it will show you the output hello world, right? So this is how you can able to run these applications and all those things in using through the command line. So not only through the command line, so through the Visual Studio Code also, so you can able to run this one. Now you may be having a doubt in such a way that how I can debug the code. So debugging the code in the Visual Studio Code is also very pretty much easy. And if I click on this one here, okay, so this is the red dot, you will be able to see it. And now I can go here and you can tell that debug the project associated with this file. So just you click on the debug automatically. So here it will be executing, and here it will be asking, it is asking the password. So let's try to do the password, and automatically here you will be able to see the console has been came. So now if I try to, if you want to go to the next line, means automatically you can go to the next line and finished. So hello world has been printed. So like this you can able to debug. I will try to show you the further debugging also. So these are all the things, this is how you will be able to see the application, so how it is running. Okay, these are the some couple of things which I would be trying to do it, trying to explain it to you. So this is the thing which I will be trying to do it. So now if I want to create another project, means, so just you can directly go into this one and you can do the control space bar, sorry, not the control space bar, control P or control P, whatever the things you are having. Control P, you can, sorry, alt P. So in my thing it is an options P, but here you will be having a control P, and here it will be asking you. So now here I need to create a .NET project, right? So just you can do .NET, okay, and sorry, show, sorry. So here you can use the .NET. So just you can type the .NET and you will be able to see so many options, you will be able to see it. So when you have your software. So now here I want to create another project. Okay, so let's try to do the .NET new project. So if I try to click on this one, so it will ask you that what is the type of project you want to create it. Again, I will try to create in the console app. So I am trying to create a new project, that's console app. In the same directory I will be creating it. So another project I am creating it in. So now here it will be asking you that give me tell me the project name. So just say the simply calculator. So you will do a simple calculator using the C# code, and I will explain you all those things. So now here if I press the calculator, and it will ask you that the solution file is already created, the default directory. So do you want to be created in this folder? So yes, I want to be created in this one. Here automatically in this one the calculator project has been created. And if you try to see the solution, so here another project calculator also has been added. So whenever you have this solution, automatically these two projects will be in link with each other. You'll try to learn further more about these all the things. So this is how. So now what we will be trying to do it is, so in this calculator app, so you'll be able to see here also the program.cs file. So this is our program.cs file. Just we'll try to write the simple code that is nothing but calculator thing. So just I will try to read console.writeline and all the things I will try to do it. We'll try to learn about this one so that you can have a pretty good understanding about this calculator code, so that you will be having the basics understanding and all those things. So remaining all the addition, subtraction and all those things are pretty same, and the same only in the .NET. So in the Node.js, everything, whatever the things you are trying to follow, the same way you will be having in the .NET. That's it guys about this one. So hope you understood about this concept. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.